Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're already not new here. Today we are going to be planning my January setup. I know it may be a little bit too late, but better late than never. The theme for this month was pretty obvious to me because 2022 is the year of the tiger in Chinese calendar, so the theme is tiger. We are starting off with a traditional quote page, which I replaced a little bit with the word of the month page. So the word for this month is gracious. You can see here I just wrote down a big letter G and a little bit of a description and transcription for the word. Obviously, as long as the theme is tigers, there is going to be a lot of orange colors, some black, some yellow, but so not to make it a little bit too minimalistic just yet, I decided to also add a little bit of fir trees, a little bit of greenery to the theme, as well as a little bit of snow, because even though a lot of people think that tigers live mainly in the tropical forests, in fact they live in different parts of China, India, Russia, so they are mostly in this region. For the big letter G, I just drew some tiger patterns, and right now you can see me on my cover page showing a nice walking tiger. I felt like the green I used at first was a little bit too unnatural, so I decided to add a little bit more realistic looking green color on top of it to create some shades. Also added a little bit of a sparkle to the tiger's eye with my golden watercolor paint. And now for the outline, I decided to use my brush pen instead of black gouache, and I was just drawing the outline of the tiger as well as all these stripes, so it actually looks like a tiger and not just like a big orange cat. I would say that making an outline with a brush pen was definitely a very good idea, because it was a lot easier than with the brush and gouache paint. And it definitely added a lot of texture to the tiger, so now it actually looks fluffy and nice. On top of the green, I decided to add a little bit of snow. I am not 100% sure that I enjoy fully how it turned out, but I do feel like it toned down a little bit all this bright green stuff. And obviously adding with some brush paint, some texture was also a very nice idea on the third tree as well. Moving on, we are obviously going to my calendar spread. With this one, at first I wanted to use my nice ruler, but after just a couple of lines I realized that it will take way too long, and I honestly didn't feel like using a ruler for all of the lines. So here we go, just drawing them by hand. Yes, they are wonky, yes they are not very straight, but it adds a little bit of the character, it adds a little bit of the uniqueness to this whole spread. On the right side, I am doing my YouTube and Instagram trackers for the 1st and 15th of the month, as well as some monthly goals I am gonna add a little bit later. On top of the page, I decided to add a little bit of a interesting decorational piece of a tiger's tail. It definitely added a lot to the spread because it was a little bit bland, even though I originally planned to add a Asian Japanese looking tree like bonsai or something similar to that. I realized that the top part was a little bit too bland and it didn't feel like writing January all over again, because I know it's January. So on top I decided to add the tiger's tail, and I feel like it looks quite pretty there. And obviously, like on the previous page, I'm adding some black outline and black stripes on the tail itself with my brush pen. Let's move on to the final spread of today, which is mood tracker and habit and sleep tracker. For the mood tracker, I decided to make a little bit too complicated spread that I realized a little bit too late probably, which is a tiger's face, and where all the stripes of the tiger, or at least the majority of it, is going to be painted different colors according to my mood. As for the colors, I chose black for the best mood, brown for the neutral mood, and yellow for a little bit of a down mood. Because there are obviously different types of tigers and the color of stripes may vary, even though I am not 100% sure there are any tigers with yellow stripes, it just looked a little bit more appropriate to the theme. I decided to go with a little bit more of the watercolor effect on the tiger itself, so the stripes would pop up a little bit more, and also so I have a little bit of an easier time outlining all the tiny stripes I've pre-planned with my pencil. of shine, I've just added a little tiny effect on the eyes with my gold watercolor one more time. For a little bit of a more distinct result, I decided to outline all of these stripes, and I feel like this already added a lot more to the character of the tiger itself, and it's going to be a lot easier for me to put the colors in them later. For the habit tracker, I decided to finally use the ruler to make all of the boxes more or less symmetric, as well as for the sleep tracker, because I just didn't feel like drawing very big lines which are honestly supposed to be very straight. I went with a very traditional setup for the habit tracker with just some boxes, and I will be writing down the number of the day I will be doing this habit. And now that is time for the final flip through. I am quite happy with how this turned out. You can see I already filled up a little bit of the calendar, as well as a little bit of the mood tracker and habit tracker, as well as sleep tracker, because it's been almost half of the month already. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope to see you in my next video.